Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to our bid to find baseball's greatest team. We will know the two American League finalists after today because we have the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. They were just supposed to make up the numbers, they just keep winning. And then we've got they're playing, I should say, the 2017 Cleveland Guardians / Indians. The winners will, of course, go on and face the 2008 Tampa Bay Rays. No one had them, did they? Into this for the right to be American League's greatest team and go to the all-time World Series. So huge game, this one. Now if we have a look here, the Brooklyn Dodgers in their regular season 98 and 55, the Guardians 102 and 60, so a very good team. It's a one-off game, modern era strategy, 25-man rosters. Injuries are disabled. Let's go and check those rosters. And here they are here with their stats from their season, of course. So 1955 for the Dodgers, 2017 for the Guardians. As ever, if you want to have a bit of a longer look, by all means, do so. Pause, zoom in around me, and you can do that. But otherwise, let's go and check the starting lineups. And here they are here. So it's the great Jackie Robinson leading things off for Brooklyn. Then we've got Pee Wee Reese at second batting, at shortstop batting second. Ray Campanella catching at 3. Duke Snyder cleans up in center field. Carl Frilio in right field bats 5. Sandy Amaros in left field bats 6. Gil Hodges in first base bats 7. Jim Gillum at second base bats 8. And Don Newcomb is on the mound. And then if we go over and have a look at the Guardians, it is Bradley Zimmer leading things off in center field. Michael Brantley in left field bats 2. Jose Ramirez bats 3 at second. Francisco Even Lindor, Mets player, cleans up at shortstop. Jay Bruce in right field bats 5. Carlos Santana at first base bats 6. Yan Gomez catches at 7. Yandy Diaz third base at 8. And Corey Kluber is on the mound for Cleveland. Alright, and let's get this show on the road with Jackie Robinson to lead things off. Now, of course, Brooklyn, if I just check here, they beat the 23 Rangers, Texas Rangers, last year's champions, of course, and they beat the 1973 Oakland A's to get here as Robinson draws the walk to lead things off. Pee Wee Reese to the plate. As for the Guardians, well, they caused the shock, arguably, of the series in the first round. Oh, and a loose throw gets Jackie Robinson over to third with no one out. So the Guardians caused the shock, didn't they, when they knocked out the 1927 New York Yankees in the first round, and they then beat the 2022 Astros in the quarterfinal. So that's how both teams have got here as Pee Wee Reese drives in a run. So Brooklyn off to a 1-run lead, and it is Ray Campanella now. No one on, 1 out, and he watches strike 3. And that'll now bring up Duke Snyder. Full count on him. And he strikes out to end the first, but not before Brooklyn go and take an early lead. So in comes Bradley Zimmer to face John Newcomb. Don Newcomb either. John Newcomb was a tennis player, I think. Pretty sure he was. It's popped up into foul territory. It's caught, and it's 1 away. In comes Michael Brantley. Full count. And oh, he's called that a strike. Where was that? It was there. It was a good pitch. All right. It brings Jose Ramirez in. A 1-0 pitch with 2 out, and Ramirez has tied the game. That was never in doubt off the bat, was it? Jose Ramirez makes it 1-1, 401 feet. And in what has been typically a pitching duel in most of, especially the further we go in this competition, it's a relative run fest. Lindor now, as he strikes out to end the first. So it's a run apiece. Brooklyn's managed to score without getting a hit, which is always impressive. Frilio comes in for them now, leads things off, and gets a line drive straight to the third baseman, who can't make the play. It's an error. 2 errors now on Cleveland. Amaros, full count. He watches strike 3, so that's 1 away. In will come Gil Hodges, a full count. And a strikeout, and throws him out at second for a good measure. And that'll do it for that. This Brooklyn side really is very good, isn't it? If I'd realised they were this good, I probably should have put them in the National League side and thrown the Expos on this side. But anyway, the reason I did that is so that the Dodgers, LA and Brooklyn, were sort of kept separate. But, yeah, in the end, I mean, we could still have, and it was mentioned in the comments a while ago now, there could be an all-Dodgers final, which would be something for that franchise, wouldn't it? Yan Gomez, none on, 2 out, a 1-0 pitch. And Gomez hits it into left center field. As he hit it, well, it's off something. There's an invisible wall. How is that not a home run? I don't know what that's hit out there, but it's off the very top of the wall, and let's come back. So a 2-out double, Yandy Diaz. An 0-1 pitch. And Yandy Diaz, he has not missed that, and Cleveland a 3-1 up. Well, I thought the Gomez hit should have been a home run. There was no doubting that one. 394 feet. And I think the man most surprised by that is Yandy Diaz. I don't think he thought he could hit a ball that well. All right, so Corey Kluber now. 2 out, none on. Free hit for him, and he drives it through the infield to have a base hit into right field. So it's going very, very nicely indeed for Cleveland. In comes Zimmer, who is 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. And he strikes out, and that will end the second. But Cleveland 3-1 to the good. And it is Jim Gillum to the plate. An 0-2 pitch. And Gillum has grounded it to the third baseman, and it is an error-free play. So that's a good one for Cleveland. In comes Don Newcomb. He can hit for a pitch-up, which is probably why he stayed in the game, but he's grounded that one to the first baseman for 2 away. And in will come Jackie Robinson. Walked, of course, last time up and then scored. This time he hits it into left field for a 2-out single. Now, can he get himself over to second again? Pee Wee Reese is at the plate. He drove in the run, of course, last time. They try to pick him off at first, but he's paying attention. 1-2 pitch, and Pee Wee Reese into center field, but it's caught. And that'll do it for Brooklyn. So, 3-1, going into the bottom of the third. Brantley, who is 0 for 1 to lead things off. It's a 2-2 pitch. And Brantley has popped it up, and that will be 1 away. In will come Jose Ramirez. Absolutely belted the cover off a ball last time out. No 2 pitch this time. And he slices it away into left field for 2 away. And that'll bring up Lindor, of course, who is 0 for 1. It's a full count. And that will be that. So a scoreless inning for Cleveland. The first time that's happened. We'll go to the fourth. And Campanella will lead things off 0 for 1 today. It's a 2-2 pitch. Oh, it's a pitcher killer straight back up the middle. And it's going to be a leadoff single. So tying run will come to the plate. It is Duke Snyder. He is 0 for 1. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Duke has got that into center field. Right center field if we're being generous. And yeah, so we've got 2 on, none out with that single for Frilio. 0-1. And they've hit him to load the bases with no one out. This is Brooklyn's chance, isn't it? Emaros now is 0 for 1. First pitch. Emaros hits it into left field. It should be deep enough to score the runner from third. And we've got a 1-run game. 1 away, runners at second and first. And Jill Hodges at the plate, who is 0 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch. And it's a strikeout. Could they get away with just giving up 1 from loaded bases, none out? Gillum to the plate is 0 for 1. A 1-1 pitch. Gillum into right field. And Cleveland have dodged a Brooklyn bullet there. That didn't really work, did it? Anyway, Jay Bruce. A full count. And the strikeout, 1 away. In comes Carlos Santana, who's 0 for 1. And a 1-2 pitch is grounded to the second baseman for 2 away. And it is Yan Gomez, who I still don't understand how that didn't end up a home run last time up. This time, though, he's hit it well again. But straight to left field. And that'll end the fourth. So it's a 1-run game going into the fifth. Kluber will face Newcomb, who is 0 for 1. It's an 0-1 pitch. Newcomb has hit it fairly well, but right field's underneath it. That is 1 away. In comes Jackie Robinson now. It's a 2-2. And it's a strikeout. In comes Pee Wee Reese. A 1-2 pitch. Pee Wee Reese slices one into right field. It's caught in foul territory to end at the top of the fifth. So it is still 3-2 to Cleveland, and it is Yandy Diaz who hit a 2-run home run last time up. This time he's leading things off with a 2-1 pitch, and he gets one through the right side of the infield for a leadoff single. So Diaz having a nice day, and it is Edward Encarnacion who is coming in to pinch hit. So that'll do it for Kluber, and that is a double play ball, and that will be not the greatest pinch hit in baseball history, it would have to be said. So that is 2 away, and no one on for Zimmer, who is 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. And Zimmer Not really sure what to do with that one, so he'll just go and take a seat and think about things. It goes to the 6th as a one-run game. Joe Smith is the new pitcher. Campanella, 1 for 2 is at the plate. It's a 1-0 pitch. Oh, it's an underarm fluke, and it is well hit into right field. It gets in for a leadoff single. So Campanella has a second hit of the night. Snyder is 1 for 2. He'll come in. It's an 0-2 pitch. Snyder strikes out on 3 pitches, so that's 1 away. In comes Fulio, who is 0 for 1. He got hit last time up. It's a 2-2. He strikes out. Not really sure what to do with that either. And it is Andrew Miller. Why would you take him? There's no injury. I don't understand why he looked absolutely dominant. It's Emma Ross, who is 0 for 1 with an RBI. It is a 1-0 pitch. There is 2 out and a man at first, and none of that matters because he's out at first to end the inning and go to the bottom of the 6th with a 1-run game. Brantley 0 for 2 will lead things off. It is a 2-0 pitch, and Brantley grounds it to the shortstop, and that'll be 1 away. Next man up is Ramirez, who got 1 of the 3 runs. First pitch. Ramirez has done it again. It is 4-2 with Ramirez's second of the game, 354 feet. And Jose Ramirez is doing a very good thing for Cleveland. Carl Spooner will be the new man on the mound. Lindor at the plate. He is 0 for 2. It is a 1-0 pitch. And that is fairly well hit, but straight to center field. That'll be 2 away. And Jay Bruce, who is 0 for 2, comes in. A 3-0. Bruce draws a walk. So that is 2 out, 1 on for Carlos Santana, who is 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. It's a strikeout. And we'll go to the 7th. But Brooklyn are now 2 runs down again. And let's see if they can come back for a second time. Brian Shaw to face Hodges, who is 0 for 2. It is an 0-1 pitch. And it is up the middle. And it is a leadoff single for Brooklyn. So tying run to the plate. Alright, it is Gillum who is 0 for 2. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that is just going to fall inside. But it's going to be a triple, is it? So an RBI triple makes it 4-3. Runner at third, no one out. It looked like it was either going to be caught or gone. It just sat up in the air for so long, didn't it? But there was a gap out there that he found. So another pinch hit. It's Don Hoek coming up to bat. Can he drive in the tying run? 2-2 pitch, mile behind it. And that is 1 away. In comes Jackie Robinson, who's 1 for 2. It's a full count. Jackie Robinson, is it deep enough to drive in the run? It's not the deepest into right field, but Jackie Robinson does tie the game. It is 4-4 in the top of the 7th. There are 2 out. Pee Wee Reese is at the plate. He is 0 for 3. It's a 1-2 pitch, and Pee Wee Reese grounds it to the second baseman, who cannot make the play in time. So a 2-out single. In comes Campanella, who is 2 for 3. An 0-1 pitch. Campanella into right field. That's going to drop in, is it? No, it's not going to drop in. It's going to go over. And that might just give them the lead. Pee Wee Reese has got to go with 2 out surely. And Campanella with an RBI double. He may have got thrown out at third. He's safe, and it is 5-4 now. Can Duke Snyder make it a 4-run 7th? It's a 2-2 pitch. He has grounded it to the first baseman. That'll do it. We'll stretch, but Brooklyn, they're back in front. It's 5-4 going into the middle of the 7th. All right, welcome back. Russ Meyer is the new man on the mound. It is Yan Gomez at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. It's a first pitch swing. And Gomez has popped it up. And that'll be 1 away. Next man up is Diaz, who is 2 for 2 with a home run and 2 RBIs. And he has drawn a 4-pitch walk. So he's on base with 1 away. And it is Austin Jackson, the new man, who is pitch hitting. An 0-1. And it is going to get through. So Austin Jackson pinch hits his way to first base. Oh, but he's going to get thrown out at second like an idiot. It could have been 1 out, runners at the corners. Instead, they've got him at second. Johnny Podres is the new pitcher. Zimmer's at the plate. He's 0 for 3. He needs to get himself a ball in play to tie the game again. Instead, he's got a walk, and it's runners at the corners for Brantley, who's over 3. First pitch, Brantley grounds it to the second baseman. That will do it for that. And we will go to the 8th. Brooklyn back in front. All right, Frulio, who is over 2. It is Nick Goody, the new pitcher. 2-1 pitch. And it is into deep center field, but it's under control, and it's caught, and it's 1 away. Brings Emaros up. He is 0 for 1 with an RBI. It's a 3-0. Emaros draws the walk. So 1 on, 1 out for Hodges now, who is 1 for 3. First pitch, Hodges into center field. Again, it looks like it's under control out there. That is 2 away. Man will stay at first. And it'll bring up Jim Gillum, who is 1 for 3. Hit that RBI triple, of course, last time up. This time he watches strike 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Ramirez, who has done a lot of damage so far. 2 solo home runs, full count. And as he hit a third, Jose Ramirez. Oh, good night. What a piece of hitting. 1 into right field, 1 into left field, 1 over center field's head for 450 feet. And he's doing it by himself. It's 5-5. All right, Lindor. He is over 3. It's a 2-2 pitch. Lindor has gone back-to-back, has he? And the Guardians are in front. Wow, it is back-to-back home runs by the Guardians. It is now 6-5 in the bottom of the 8th. That one's 382 feet. And Brooklyn, they are in shock. It's Jay Bruce. It's a 1-2 pitch. Bruce walked last time up. This time he strikes out. And he still hasn't hit a ball yet today. Santana, who's over 3. It's a full count. Santana up the middle in a pitcher killer. And that'll be a 1-out single. And Yan Gomez now is 1 for 3. It's a 1-2. Gomez grounds it to the shortstop. Could be a double play. And they do turn it very, very well indeed. And we'll go to the top of the 9th. Brooklyn need at least a run to keep themselves alive. It is Frank Kellett pinch hitting. Goody continues on the mound. It's an 0-2 pitch. And Kellett strikes out. And that is 1 away. In comes Jackie Robinson to face new man Cody Allen. Robinson 1 for 2 with a couple of walks. It's a 1-0 pitch. And Jackie Robinson has hit it into left field. He's going to be caught, meaning Brooklyn is down to their final out. They've been a lot of fun, but is this the end? Pee Wee Reese, a full count. He strikes out looking, and it is Cleveland of 2017 that are going to the American League Final. Or perhaps more accurately, it is Jose Ramirez that is taking Cleveland on his back into the American League Final. So there we go. 2 more modern sides in the end get there. The 2008 Rays versus the 2017 Guardians. One of those teams is going to be the best team in American League history. And we can't argue. It's fact. I'm going to say, well, certainly the Rays is a surprise. Guardians, you look at their regular season record, they were a good team. So probably were in the conversation. But yeah, that's a lot of fun I've had on the American League side of things. So now we go to the National League. 2 semifinals there. The 2007 Rockies, I'd say definitely the biggest surprise so far. They're up against the 2019 Nationals, who I must say my brother is a very big fan of. So let's hope for his sake they do well. And then we've got the 1963 Dodgers versus the 1925 Pirates. We can't have all more modern sides in there. So there's going to be one older team. Let's hope. It'd be nice if we could have one of those two go to the final, to the sort of all-time World Series, wouldn't it? But otherwise, it's going to be done. Next week it'll be done almost. So anyway, guys, that's that. I will see you for the National League semi-finals. And yeah, looking forward to that. Take care.